Let's see if we can make it fail. Pretty sure I've cut more zip ties off of this project than I've taken bolts out. The go pedal is not talking to the go maker. Just a reminder, folks, zip ties fix everything. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Simon. This is my Ford stroke box I built for a rat rod build-off. This is my other car. It's a 1954 Chevy Belair 4x4 four-door. A lot of fours going on there. Problem is I wasn't gonna make a video today about anything really. I was gonna go get some supplies so I could be ready to make a video, and I like to daily the Belair when I get the chance, so that's what we hopped in to see. The real issue came when we backed it out of the driveway and it died. Not sure why. Got it restarted again, and we have zero throttle. Like clunk, 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 nothing's happening. I'm starting to wonder if you saw my Grand Meadow air horn video that I did on the stroke box, if this is the problem my wife was experiencing on the highway. You can't park here.
So you push the gas and nothing happens.
And now it's full on failed completely, 100%. So now I can try and fix it. Not what I wanted to be doing, but hey, this is just how it goes sometimes. I did have the old OBD2 sensor hooked up here, and the TPS is not reading anything with live data, so that is not working, and it has got 6 codes, all for drivability issues related to the throttle position sensor. What is it? Just show me the codes. Why can't I just see the codes? This thing's so confusing. So we got P2135, P2135, P0120, which is throttle position system performance, and P1518, which is electronic throttle module to PCM communication failure. So basically, the go pedal is not talking to the go maker, and nothing's happening. It won't even idle. Nothing. Oh, this sucks. This is not what I wanted to work on. Let's pop the hood and see if we can see anything obvious. I thought when she was on the highway and we were having our issues, like the transmission wouldn't move. Not that we didn't have any foot feed. Those are two very different things that I was thinking we were dealing with. Huh. Interesting. So, yeah, let's just pop her open and see what's going on. I'm sure whatever it is, it's not my wiring job that caused this. Don't worry about that, Scotty. This is Belle. If you don't know, this is my friend Belle. She kind of hangs out on the front of the car for me. Oh, we need a hood prop. I wonder what we even look at here. I can tell you I'd much rather have it in the garage. That much I know. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yep, that's all there. The motor's still where it's supposed to be. It's all really hot to the touch because the frickin' sun. Oh, look at that. All these things here I left nice and long so I would remember to fix it. I haven't fixed it. Don't be fooled here. I literally do not know what I'm looking for. Oh, it's so hot. Everything's so frickin' hot. Yep, there's still pins in there. I can't believe a brand new throttle position sensor as of, I think, last year is already garbage. I find that hard to believe. Though, not impossible to believe. I thought these wires were all for that, but that's for the mass airflow sensor. I must have had to extend. Oh, that's hot. Is there a fuse for the throttle position? This wiring is top notch in here. It's all locked in. It all looks good. That's like factory yet. I just cannot do anything out there. That sun is just heating things up way too much that anything I touch, I'm literally burning myself. So we pushed the stroke box over. We got a little space here. It should fit. Hopefully, fingers crossed. If we can get it snaked in here and get some shade over the thing so I don't have that sun beating on me, that would be ideal. So let's see if we can make that happen. Even if I just got to get it fired up and idle it in here, that'll be helpful because its current situation, I might as well wait till dark to work on it. And that'll make my neighbors happy, I'm sure. Maybe it's magically fixed and when I start it, it'll work. son of a... Of course it works now. You might be thinking to yourself, hell yeah, Simon, it's working. Awesome, you got it in the garage, no problem. No, that freaking sucks actually, because now I don't know where to look for the problem. It's one of them problems that comes and goes. It's just being a little more frequent, like exiting my driveway. That's not cool, I can't have that. I gotta find the problem. I wish it wasn't working, honestly, still. This is dumb. We're gonna still see if we can't figure out something, because I don't know what to do. So clearly the throttle position thing works. All I did was unplug a wire and plug a wire back in. I mean, and I tugged on a couple wires. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. We're gonna let her cool for a few minutes and then see if we can see what the hell's going on, because that's annoying. How you fix it if it ain't broke. I mean, it's freaking hot out here. You can see I'm like, I mean, I'm out of shape, so that doesn't help, but I'm dripping with sweat. It's so freaking hot out here right now. I went through every piece of the wiring for the throttle, from the pedal to the actual actuator, and everything's good. Everything looks new. It's all wrapped. There's no breaks in the wrap that I could see. I don't know what the hell's going on. From the pedal to the control module is the factory wiring harness. From there out to the PCM and the throttle itself, that's all aftermarket. Is there something going on inside that aftermarket harness that I'm unaware of? I've jerked around the wiring and I can't get it to duplicate the problem, which is really aggravating. Because how do you fix it if it ain't broke? I don't want to just start throwing parts of this damn thing. I want to fix it. So I'm just kind of curious if maybe it's a grounding issue. Looking at my ground, I got one of them fiber-ish ground negative straps that go from the block to my frame that is completely oil soaked and just self-tap screwed to the frame. So it doesn't even look like I cleaned the metal off, honestly, underneath it, which is possible because I was in a rush at that point. I probably told myself I'll get back to it, never did. Getting back to it now, ain't I? I mean, from the alternator bracket to where it's tapped into the frame, it's zero resistance, so that's pretty good, isn't it? Maybe my ground issue isn't as bad as I thought it was. I just plain don't know. Maybe we take it down the highway and see if we can get it to act up again, and hopefully it doesn't act up until we get home, because nobody's here to help me get it home. Maybe we should wait. I don't know what to do. The correct thing to do would be to wait till somebody's here to help me get this thing home again if it dies and doesn't want to have throttle again. But I'm impatient. I want to know what the hell's going on with this thing. So we're gonna turn the AC on here. By AC, I mean, you know, wing windows. Get those blowing in there for us. And take it for a spin. I don't always want my cars to fail, but there's occasions where I wish it would just fail so we can get it fixed. Forgot to turn the fuel pump on. Let's see if we can make it fail. We're doing better than we did before. I got a flashing check engine light though. What's that about, do you think? Let's just get the OBD2 reader plugged in right out the gate. I should have probably brought my computer. That probably would have been smarter. Seems to be running okay, so that's a bonus. Let's hit the highway and see what she does. I am trying to hit some bumps because the wife said when she had it happen to her, it was after she hit a big bump, so. Huh. Interesting. Good thing I haven't got a 3-hour drive plan with this thing coming up here in a few days. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Didn't miss a freaking beat. We hit some bumps, we hit some speeds. Nothing. I don't freaking know. So what does this mean? We went from it not working to it working, not finding anything visibly and physically wrong that I could tell, at least in the time I spent looking. And now it doesn't miss a beat. It drives like a dream. So you can't fix what ain't broke is all I know. But now she's scorching hot again. So we are gonna let her cool off before we do anything because I'm tired of getting burned, I can tell you that. I'd like to tell you it's fixed, but it's really not at all. It's been a few more days. I've let her sit, kind of just do its thing. I painted SimonSaysGarage on the side of it and got rid of the ugly stickers, so that's cool. So it's the fuel pump, hang on. Fuel pump's still on. Got it. Let's try this again, yeah. Nothing's changed. I haven't changed a thing and it's working flawlessly. It's not missing, it's not nothing. So I genuinely believe there's a wire pulling somewhere in the harness that's causing this issue. It was a cheap eBay harness. That could be something to do with it. I don't know. Looking at my wiring as I'm trying to figure out what could be causing this issue is making me realize I did a really crappy job in there. And I probably should redo that. Yeah, I probably should. Will I redo it though? That's a whole other topic of discussion. Open. So what I decided, right or wrong, we're just gonna go through and tie the wiring harness up again and try and stop it from moving at all. We got to run about an hour north of here today, coincidentally, and I haven't told the wife yet, but we're gonna take the old Belverado. Yeah, it's unreliable currently, but until I can make it completely broken, it's gonna stay that way. So we're just gonna go on hopes and dreams and see if we make it. If not, I got people I can call. It's the weekend. It was not smart to start this thing up with the door closed. We probably should open that before we actually get started. Ah, fresh air. Fresh air is good. Asphyxiation is not cool. Aha! Is what I would like to tell you and explain that I found the problem. It is not what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you I spent another hour going through all the harness again and still cannot find the culprit. We're going to figure this out because this is ridiculous. But this wire right here, you can see it's got that little black mark right there. So that has definitely been rubbing and shorting out on there. I should have known that was going to be an issue when I put it there, but I didn't for whatever reason. And in all likelihood, that's probably what I have going on somewhere else is causing this issue. That wire happens to go from the power block out here into the inside of the car, and it's a power distribution. I can't remember everything that's coming off of that power distribution. It may be powering something that isn't contributing to this. I know LS motors are very ground and very positive wire sensitive. They need everything good and continuous. So if that's rubbing and giving a little short, fingers crossed, that could be all the issue is. I'm not convinced it is though, so there's that. I am currently all out of wire loom, I believe. I'm not either, I found some. So we're just gonna take the steps, protect the wire from shorting out and grounding out, because that could cause some problems. And we're just gonna do what we can to protect it, take it for a drive, and see if it continues to happen. Because that was just barely sparking on there, it looks like. I mean, I'm not sure if it actually got through it or not. We're gonna protect it anyways. The more I look at the wiring on this car, the more I wanna just take it all apart and fix it. And do it correctly. I've learned things since I built this thing, you know, how to do things better and easier. And make it hold up longer. But now is not the time. Now it's at least protected. And then we'll just tape her up so she can't move. And then hope for the best, maybe. There are some definite other things I've got to get fixed on this thing, like the fan is hitting. There, that's not cool. This is all just kind of zip tied into place because what I had here broke off 2.5 years ago. What? Just a reminder, folks, zip ties fix everything. Even if it's just supposed to be temporary, and then you ignore / forget about it and don't come back and ever fix it. We'll get to it, I hope. Yeah, let's just stop looking, because then you'll find things like this coolant hose that has a little interesting gouge in it that should be replaced. Let's just stop looking. I think it's time for a little test drive, and if the test drive goes good, we're taking this on a little road trip today, an hour north and an hour back south. So it'll be a good 2 hours on the road for it. So, I mean, that's a pretty good tell as to if we've got the issues under control or not. I don't think we do, but maybe. Fuel pump, I turned the fuel pump off. I was like, what the hell? Go put some gas in it, go for a drive. How much did we put in? No, I don't want any milk, I'm good. Thank you though. Advertisements, they're everywhere, you can't escape it. The light was on. It should need more than that. That only took 5 gallons to click off. That ain't right. 10 gallons is probably enough for a test drive. Frickin' bee, my face. Buckle up for safety. All right, let's try this. We made it to the gas station, no problem. Granted, it was only a short distance, but we made it. Let's see if we can get out of here. People drive like crazy at the gas station on the weekend. You get all the out-of-towners in here. Demo derby action going on. That looked painful. We're not even gonna screw around. We're gonna get right on the highway. Why? What else do you do? Round and round we go. Freeway, here we come. Oh, as soon as I did that, check engine light started flashing. That didn't feel right. Might need to tune some of that power management out of it. I'm getting is cylinder 8 misfire, which I've been fighting that misfire for a very, very, very long time. And it's intermittent. It's not consistent. It goes away. I've tried swapping coils, injectors. Nothing seems to change it. It's still there. Maybe the spark plug itself? Maybe the wire? I don't know. Getting annoyed and frustrated with this thing though. I'm still just as confused. So the only codes I got right now is a PO200, which is an injector circuit, and PO308, which is telling me number 8 cylinder is still intermittently missing. And you can tell it's intermittent because the check engine light will flash when it's absolutely missing. You can hear it and feel it. Then it stops and the check engine light goes away. So what does that frickin' mean? I don't know. I've noise tested the injector. I've swapped coils. I don't know. I'm losing my frickin' mind over this. Lost communication. That's because I shut the key off. Duh. Aren't your wife and kid waiting for you so you can leave? You'd be correct. My downfall is, once I get an idea in my head, I have to get it out or I can't think straight about anything else. So this may work or not work. I have to try. I'm basically putting a bass tune back on this thing. I had some power enrichment stuff done, and I'm just trying to eliminate anything that could be possibly cause an issue. Maybe my phone interrupted us, excuse me. Maybe I'm flooding the cylinder or something. So we're just gonna put the factory deal back into it. I don't know if this is gonna fix it. Hell, I might even make it worse. I don't really know. I know, fingers crossed, it shouldn't hurt to at least try. North without it missing a beat. I mean, not a single miss the whole way. We just started to head back south, to head back home. Now she's missing the beat hell. And now that we're up and going, she's not missing a beat again. Interesting. We made it home. The car was running flawless. It was awesome. And then I put the foot into it just to see how she reacted, and now she's running worse than ever. In fact, so bad that I couldn't even like drive up over a curb. It's just got no power at all. This video is going nowhere fast because I'm just so lost on what's happening with this thing. Yeah, it still runs like garbage. So I tipped my intake up here to take a look. There's the intake manifold. We're gonna get the vacuum up in there and suck all that up, give it a nice good, get rid of it all, make sure we don't drop anything down on the motor because we don't need any more problems than we're already experiencing. Secondly, when I tip my intake up, that's oil. That's all oil that came out of my intake. Was that normal? Why is that? Why? Why? And looking at the number 8 cylinder where the gasket was sitting, it might be kind of hard to see. It clearly had oil around it, so I don't know if that was leaking under the gasket or if that came out when I took the gasket out. I don't really know. Some of these don't have any and some have a lot. What does any of that mean? I have no idea. All right, we're gonna give her the old Max degreaser treatment. Try and clean them up a little bit. Shake it first, dummy, don't forget the simple things. Yummy. Let's let that work for a little while. Then we'll get them cleaned up, hopefully. It looks like whipped cream. I want ice cream. Jesus, I almost just fell on my face. They say you're supposed to just be able to rinse this off here after 15 minutes and get all the degreaser off. Well, I emptied that entire can multiple times, more than 15 minutes at a time, so this should just wash instantly right off with fresh water like it says. I'd like to say that didn't work worth a damn, because it doesn't look like it worked worth a damn. Maybe it's just so thick and now it's loosened up a little bit. Some more chemical, we can get her. We'll see if the old trusty brake clean will do the trick. She's pretty thick on there. We might even need a scraper. Yeah. That's bad. I ain't aiming for perfection here, folks. I just, you know, if it starts leaking oil again, I want to be able to see. It's out of necessity that we have to do this. That is a lot of gunk. It's probably more than 20 years of abuse here. I went through 2 cans of brake clean, I don't know how many rags, wire brush, scraper. Found multiple cuts on my fingers I didn't even know I had. And we got her basically cleaned up enough that if it leaks oil, we should be able to tell. Also learned you gotta replace the grommets for the bolts. Never done that before. We learned the hard way that you wanna use some kind of a lubrication to get those to go through. Needless to say, the opposite side is going to have 1 less new grommet in it. But that's how you learn. There. This should work. I hope you admired how nice and clean I got the engine. That was good of me. I got all the gunk off of everything that's going to seal. I should have probably shown you that before I put the valve cover on, but here we are. What size do we need? 8mm. I have a river of antifreeze going across the garage floor right now. Yeah. I broke a coolant line, one of them plastic fittings. And it's a 3-way, so that's super convenient because, you know, everybody's got one of them laying around. So technically, there's no rush to get this back together tonight because we can't start it anyways. What do you suppose the torque is? 106 inch-pounds. 106. Lucky for me, my inch pounds start at 120. So I guess that's what we're going to. The AIs told me to use a star pattern. That's kind of tricky when it's just 4 bolts in a row. But AI is the future, so I'll trust it. Let's make it mud instead of liquid. Oh yeah, we need more. Yep, that's definitely going to be a muddy, mucky mess later. It's my broken coolant fitting. That's awesome. I got one to replace it, so... I'm sure it's fine that I just cut the hose. What do they melt these things on here? These must be like shrink clamps or something. So this one's factory. This is the aftermarket. It's a Dorman fixer thingy, my bobber. It's steel of some sort. Hopefully it doesn't break as soon as I put pressure on the hose. I'm pretty sure I've cut more zip ties off of this project than I've taken bolts out. Oh, damn it. There, I think that may work. Now he's gonna get it all put back together. Yeah, that just ain't gonna cut it. That won't go on any farther, so... I'm gonna have to go get a chunk of hose. Damn it. Should have had the frickin' camera going, but I didn't, so now it is. I'm over here getting legitimately mad and frustrated and cussing like, why the F won't you go on the hose barb? Did I get the wrong size? Did I screw this up? Did I screw that up? Turns out I forgot to take the broken off section, the whole reason we needed that other hose barb, out of the hose. So that's probably why it's not going in there, huh? Oh, she's all kinds of brittle. She's coming out in pieces. Try it again. Now will you go on? It's super helpful that it's in a really convenient spot. And no matter where I put my hand, it's getting cut by, my arm is getting cut by something. Somewhere. But she went on. Let's just throw the battery back in and see what happens at this point. I think I got all my clamps crimped and my wires tightened and ready to check everything. I don't think I forgot to plug anything in. Fingers crossed. Kind of did a glance over everything. It looks like it's all where it's supposed to be. So, yeah, let's just throw the battery in and see what happens at this point. You might be thinking to yourself, boy, I hope this fixes it for him, because he's been chasing this miss for 3 freaking years. And I'll be real honest with you, it will surprise me zilch if this doesn't fix it. I am well aware at this point it's just a parts cannon launch at the vehicle to see if we are missing something we can't see. I am, however, really concerned that I made it worse. I would also love to tell you I found the smoking gun. I found the problem. I did not. I did not. We did do some things though. We changed some things around. We moved some things. I used to have a big group of wire here. This was all way too long because I never knew how I was going to route it. I'm sick of it. So I cut them down, shorten them up, make it a little tighter. We'll get it all wrapped up and protected and whatnot when we get the mist problem sorted out. This one included. This was all bunched up. This is a huge ball of wire here. It's all now removed. There was a ground on the back of the block. We moved that, cleaned it all up, made sure it was good, put it back on. I rerouted the harness for the injectors so it's got less tension on it now. So if any of that was the problem, I kind of suspected it was pulling on one of these plugs, but I don't know for sure because I could never get the problem I could never get the problem to replicate itself by wiggling wires, so that made it really freaking difficult. And we fixed our oil leak, hopefully, with new valve cover gaskets. This PCV line had a crack in it, so we replaced that with a new section. I took the injector from cylinder 8, switched it with the injector on cylinder 2, so that's now moved. I took the plug and the wire from cylinder 8 and put that on cylinder 4. I took all the coils from the passenger side, switched them to the driver's side just in case it's not a coil pack, maybe it's a grouping thing or something going on there. So if the problem switches from here to there, it'll probably be cylinder 1 because that's where that coil is now, and see if that's affecting it or not. Yeah, we just did a bunch of little things like that. Hopefully we didn't make it worse. That literally is my biggest concern at this point. Let's just fire the thing up and see if she wants to spin over and go bop, 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 without any pop, 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 pop. Fingers crossed. It actually just sounds crisper, cleaner, more responsive. Do I think it's fixed? Absolutely not. I haven't driven it yet. I will say, I don't know if this is going to show up on camera, we have 0 misses. We've had 0 misses on cylinder 8 and 7 since it's been running. We've even got good readings on our O2 sensors now, where before it was reading 0.045 or something. Now they're within range, roughly. Now I suppose all we got to do is go buy some zip ties, tidy it all up, and see if she'll drive. Well, we got her backed out of the garage okay without any issues. That's a good sign, right? Probably not much of a sign. We just idled it out. I have a hell of a mess in here to clean up if this is done, but that seems like a problem for future Simon. Car and data log is showing we're still not missing on all the cylinders, so we're doing good. We're gonna get on her right out the gate. We're doing good so far. We should put some gas in. We don't need to be running out of gas. I got enough problems. I got some fuel here. I did a quick little walk around to make sure that we're not got anything burning, leaking, doing anything that it shouldn't have been doing already. Everything looked a-okay as far as I could tell. We're still not missing. We're gonna hit the highway because we need to know it's gonna be okay. I don't know why people are always looking at me goofy when I'm driving this thing. It's like, haven't you ever seen a lifted 4-wheel drive 1954 Chevy Belair with a creepy doll face on the front of it before? Get out more, really, seriously. There we go, hammer down. Still 0 misses, normal O2 sensor readings as far as I can tell. Honestly, I think it might actually be running the best it's ever ran since I've had it. Well folks, I think that's it. We didn't have any issues that I can tell as of yet. I'll go through and just double check things, maybe add a few zip ties if I need. And that means all we got really left to do is clean up our mess here. Unless you guys want to stick around and do that for me, that'd be super swell. I got things I got to do to my other car here, so, you know, I'm not done yet. Anywho, if we have any problems in the future, like it doesn't keep running good, you'll find that on the next video most likely, or the video after that, depending on when I get around to editing. I'm only one person, you know, so lay off a little bit. I'll get to it when I get to it. But as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Did I miss something? And there's something else I should have probably looked at when I was under there? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, tell your friends. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. leaks so much out. So wasteful. What a mess. Whoa, 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 whoa. You didn't think that was just gonna be the end of it, right? Put her back together, runs meant for the test drive, and off we go into the sunset, never with an issue again. No. No, that's not how we roll here at Simon Says Garage. The problem we have is the very next day after I finished filming that, which this video is probably gonna come out after the car show video, we took a 350 some mile round trip to Wilmer, Minnesota for the rusty eyeball. It ran great for the first quarter of the drive, the wife said, because she was driving that, because I was driving the stroke box here. And then it started going south. Started acting up, started being really down on power and missing and just not running good according to her description. I checked the codes when we were at the old meetup there, and nothing really stood out more than it did before, so I just cleared them and sent her on her way, and we went the rest of the way without a hiccup. Ran smooth the rest of the way again. So that starts to lead me to believe it's a wiring issues on the way home. Mind you, 3-hour drive straight home. Highway speeds, back road, and the whole thing. Trying to just try different things and see if we can get it to do it when we want it to do it and not when it wants to do it. So we get home. She tells me that it kind of did it the whole way home. She had, as soon as she cleared the codes, ran great. Codes came up, started acting up. Cleared the codes, ran great. She just left the old code reader plugged into the car the whole trip. That was smart of her. I wonder where she got that idea. Anyways, we get home, I look at the codes, and I start thinking to myself, that's not right. It doesn't even have any of those sensors for those 7 codes. Why is it even tripping for that? Is it possible when I put a different tune back into this car that I forgot that the tune that I put back in didn't have rare O2 sensors deleted and evap stuff deleted off of it? Yeah, that's entirely possible. So every time she cleared the codes, it ran great until it went through its cycle again, sensed all the stuff that wasn't getting the signals that it needed to get, and started compensating for it in the motor and causing it to run like garbage. Is that an entirely possible situation as to what we have going on with the Belverado? Honestly, I don't even know, but I know what we're gonna do because I stayed up late last night redoing things on the old laptop to see if we can send another tune to it, delete that stuff it's calling for in the codes, which is making it run like garbage is my assumption, and see if that fixes it. And maybe that's all it needs. Not likely. I've lost all faith that I've got this fixed at this point, but we're gonna try it. That's all there is to it. That's the new tune right there. Oh, nope, not that one, that one. O2 sensor 2, delete, Belverado. We don't have those on this. So we don't need problems caused from them. This is basically like adjusting your carburetor. Same thing. Oh, complete. No, stop. Shit, I hit the right button again instead of closed. Damn it. I'm just gonna let it do its thing because, well, if I don't, I'll screw something up. Dumbass. At least it'll be doubly written. Is that a thing? Twice as good. Right completed. Close, Simon. Close. Open up our scanner. Start this pig. What the hell's that one? I cleared the codes again, rechecked it. That is new. I don't know if there's a way I can see the history, pending current history. We'll have to keep an eye on that and see if we can figure out what's going on with that. But as long as the other codes aren't triggering, we're just gonna take her for a drive because sitting in the driveway, she's running mint, no problem. We'll take her for a rip down the road, put a little load on it and see if it makes a difference, because I don't freaking know. I'm about ready to burn this thing to the ground at this point. It's very, very frustrating to say the least. But I'm sure we'll figure it out, just a matter of how and when. And we are gonna hop right back on the highway and see if we can get it to act up or anything. I just had a serious scare that I forgot to latch the hood down. It's not opening, so I hope it's okay. I really probably should put pull over and check that. On a positive note, she ain't missing a beat. Not even a little bit. We definitely should check that hood. I mean, no misses, no nothing. Alright, we're good. She's ratcheted down. We've even got a friend. Dare I say it's fixed again? Not likely. Probably should let the wife drive it because it seems to always act up when she's driving it, which makes it really hard for me to problem solve what's going on with it. I should have made her drive the stroke box home yesterday. That would have not gone over very well. But at least then I could see what it was doing. Let's see if we can get ahead of all these people. Oh, that's a lot. They're coming faster than I expected. I didn't completely mat it, but we got into her pretty good and didn't miss a beat. Interesting. Maybe we'll take it for a longer drive. I don't frickin' know. I'm gonna call this a win. This is fixed, problem solved. Or there'll be another video. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like. Those are super awesome. And if you wouldn't mind, subscribe. I appreciate it if you guys subscribe. It helps the channel grow a little bit. It ain't no huge thing, but every little bit helps. Till next time, see ya.